The nine-headed dragon god of Hakone Shrine. Almost a year prior to this, I had painted an image featuring Hakone Shrine and its Tori Gate that stands in Lake Ashi. Back then, I also learned a bit more about the location, namely some of the lore surrounding the area. And as I was on a roll with creating imagery using this colour palette, I felt a myth or a folklore topic would be very suitable for these colours. When I was painting the Tori Gate, I used Procreate's symmetry tool, which really helped speed things up. So basically, I paint on one side of the screen and then the program paints the same lines on the other side of the screen. I utilised a lot of the same techniques I used in the previous paintings in this one. For instance, I painted the mountains with my regular textured brush, then I set the layer to alpha lock and flooded them with white. Then I created a new layer over the white ones, which I set to clipping mask, which let me paint within the shape of the mountains. I painted with a brush that mimicked watercolours, which added the textures I wanted. So what is the lore behind Hakone Shrine? I've actually been finding a few different versions of the legend, but the core of it all is that there was a nine-headed dragon that tormented the area. The chief priest of Hakone Shrine then used his magical powers to change the dragon into a nine-headed protective spirit. There is even a separate shrine dedicated to this nine-headed dragon god, which stands on the shore of Lake Ashi. In my initial sketch, I wanted to place the dragon behind the Tori Gate, but I quickly changed my mind as I was painting and I opted for the dragon spirit to surface beneath the Tori Gate instead. And I changed this because of the legend, which indicates that the dragon either lived at the bottom of the lake or was trapped there by the priest in order to be turned into a dragon spirit. So it seemed very fitting that it would be so close to the Tori Gate. With the time lapse, it might look like this image was really quick to make, but it actually took me almost 4 hours to complete. Several months after completing this painting, I decided to make the image into a poster, though all of that work was done in Photoshop, so none of the process has been captured. But it was really fun to use an existing image to make a poster. That way I can actually provide a bit more context behind the image, even if it's just a simple title. If you have any questions about my process, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. More process videos are up on my YouTube channel, and for more of my work, check out my social media accounts.